In a little Yangtze, I walked right past one that was right here. The one for the book shoot, even. I wonder if that caused the ambush. Nope. In X12, I just disabled his shield. Means I can work my way downstairs, which is very handy. There's supposed to be an enemy down here. I don't know where he is. There he is. I think he just threw a pulse grenade at me. That's a good idea. The Master Trauma Harness. With an all-purpose science suit and the cram opener. Sure. Got some ammo boxes and stuff here, but... At this point, ammo boxes... Oh. Stop it. There we go. Took care of all of these guys. That's good. You can't ambush me. Well, you can. It just doesn't, you know, doesn't work out all that well for you. Where'd the other one's body go? Does it matter? Do these even matter? I mean, they're ammo boxes. They have, yeah, 1 flamer fuel. That's worth my time. An empty soda bottle. I feel like okay, 5 mini nukes. I'll take that. I won't say no to 5 mini nukes. Yeah, there was another one of you. I don't know where their body went, so, I guess you get to keep your things. But basically, if I go down here, then I should be able to, right around here, find what I'm looking for. There it is. The smart light. Very handy. Not for me, but for the right person, that's a useful upgrade. But I think that's everything down here in X12. Yeah, I don't see anything else of note right now. I'll probably have to come back here later, but that's fine. Last place we need to go into is the Securitron deconstruction plant. If I could remember how to speak, that would be really nice. But this is a pretty big area, so I'll probably cut most of this. Unless there's anything that's really of note that happens. There's a lot of robots. Silly Cazador. The Sentry Bot has given up. Also, that's a giant Robo-Scorpion. It's just kind of here. That's fine. We got a super strong bloatfly. Whose name is in, what's it called? Binary? I can't remember what his name is. There we go. Took you out, which means we get muggy upgrade parts. And now we get even... Oh, we have to upgrade those. We have to install those upgrades. Yeah, this is a good area, too, if you're just, need to make, like, weapon repair kits and stuff. Because there's loads of pieces for that around here. There's also, I believe... Well, there must be a tape for a skill magazine or skill book of some capacity. I don't remember where it is, so I'm probably just going to ignore it, but it's here. There we go. And now back to the sink to install those real quick. We can install the upgrade on Muggy. He can supply us with energy cells, microfusion cells, and scrap electronics once per day.
Please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
And have you made any components?
Yep, here you go.
And let's see. Take whatever you want.
Oh.
Process coffee mugs and dishes. There we go. I can install some things here. We can now process pencils and clipboards into lead, spare parts, and duct tape.
Greetings, citizen. Ready to receive...
And seditious materials. And just the books. Oh, and also
Greetings,
clipboards.
Citizen.
It's good to know that clipboards are a separate category, because I don't want to do pencils right now. There's one more thing we can use pencils for.
Got any more sweet?
Nope, it was not the toaster, it's the light.
Hey.
+2 intelligence, +5 repair, +5 science for 12 hours after initial exposure.
How can I illuminate you?
Which is pretty Pretty, again, like I said, pretty nice for the right setup. But for me, this one is far more useful. +2 charisma, +5 barter, +5 speech for 12 hours. Which means we can reach 100 speech off of very little now.
You've been seeing the other light switch, haven't you? Am I not enough for you anymore?
Can you turn those lights on?
You bet I can. I bet that's more than that other tramp can do, huh?
And I want the mood lighting. There we go. And it gives a nice little red tint to the room. I don't think you can use both at the same time. And implant Y7 is available.
You require some additional service.
And what is this one? Implants. Bonus HP AP from food for 20,000 caps. I think I'll pass for now. And the sink now gets a bunch of new mods added to it.
Might I be of service, sir?
Like to buy some things. Buy some things. Do you have any money back? Yes, you do. So I'm going to sell some things real quick. I didn't have that much that I need to sell on me, so wasn't much that needed to be done there. And we complete that one. What's field research? I forget what field research is. Find all the audio samples. Right, there's one last audio sample in the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, so we'll be getting that one very soon. We don't need to go out of our way for that. And that means we can go do the unusual specimen, and then maybe call it a part, maybe not. We might have some doubling up on New Vegas this time, because we're basically at the end. Go back into X8, and this last section is very easy, because basically it's just added a bunch of Night Stalkers into the testing zone instead of the normal cyber dogs and whatnot. But for us, that's not a problem, because we basically they're gonna be everything but those, so I think I did the right one there. Can clear these out. I don't think I've ever been back here. I don't think I ever realized this was here. Or if I did, I always forget that it's here. Because this doesn't seem all that familiar. We've got the Fido, which is the 44 mag. It's the unique equivalent of the Cyberdog gun. It uses 44 Magnum and is thus really impractical to fire. Release unusual specimen. And activate basic test. There we go. That's what we have to do. Is basic test. And
Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros.
eat missile launcher. I said eat missile launcher. I'm just gonna ignore it. There we go. Yeah, so we basically just have to do the whole tests all over again. This time it's quote-unquote Night Stalkers. In the randomizer, it's just doing the same basic test all over again. So, nothing too difficult. There we go. Exploding dog. And can I get through here now? Now I can. Take the throwing axe. And some mini nukes. Sure. Sounds good. Rushing water and a carrot. And now if we just exit the testing area, we can conclude the quest. But I might as well open this door, because I totally forgot to do it earlier. There's not much in here. More books and stuff. Again, things I might come back for off camera, just to, you know, make sure I have more than enough blank books. And we got a bear. And Centrobot. Ow.
Did you hear me, Betsy? Richie likes
I took a missile to the chest, but it's probably fine. Garrus Vicarian survived it, so why can't I? Biker goggles on that Cazador. Honestly, as much as we hate Cazadors, picturing one wearing a pair of biker goggles is pretty great. So, you know, points for that. And we can just exit the test. And I believe we have to do the advanced test too? Okay. I forgot we had to do the advanced test again as well. But sure. Let's go back there and do that. Let's see how quickly I can do it. Let's just run through it. Alright, start the clock. Nah, not now. Now. Alright, number one.
Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros.
Computer number one. Hacked. This way. Through this door. There's nothing for me to mess with in there.
Lower your weapon and submit.
You are in the room. Be quiet here.
Oh, there's a Deathclaw. Oh, there's an angry Deathclaw. Come back here, angry Deathclaw. Actually, stay wherever you want. Did the game crash? Nope. Where is the Deathclaw? There is the Deathclaw. There we go, exploding Deathclaws.
I'm not programmed to stay, just so you know.
There we go. You know, I'm not worried about you two. That's the wrong gun. This is not helping the whole do things fast idea. Sure. Run faster.
Today's a hell of a day to die, Kami.
If you say so. And guess what I have for you? Lasers! Run. I missed the computer. Gosh darn it.
Still there?
Yes. The poor Robo-Brain is trying to follow me, bless him. I don't... Wait. Oh, I went the wrong way. Gosh darn it. It is over here. I'm no longer well rested. No. That's a big gun. There we go. My smaller gun won against his bigger gun. Man, if I want loading times this long, I'd go back to playing Phoenix Point. Ha. It's a joke, because anybody that's seen the Phoenix Point stuff knows my frustrations with that game. There we go. Did we kill the last robot? No, he can live. That's fine. Perfect. And now we go and retrieve the full set of test data. Which should be helpful. For who? I don't really know. I think all this test proves is that laser guns are good against animals. But I could have told you that already. And retrieve test data. 390 experience points. And bonus damage against Night Stalkers. And data retrieval test is completed. Meaning there is one more quest for us to do. Really, one more quest. In Big Mountain, and that is... Which means all we need to do is return to the think tank now, and turn in those pieces of technology, and move on to the last part of the quest, which is going and facing Dr. Mobius. We're about to get a big pile of experience from turning that into the think tank, and then pretty much the end of the DLC is right then and there. Which means this is the last chance to really get anything done before we get into what could be large piles of experience that, if I do things incorrectly, could just be wasted. Which means, now, more than ever, we have to finally, after everything we've done, take a psychiatric evaluation from the Sync Auto Doc and fix up our brain a little bit. So I'll see you guys back there in just a second. Alright, I just spent a bunch of time cleaning stuff up around the sink, just because there was a lot of inventory management things that I could do, so I figured I'd do it. But one thing I found is that I actually have 50 blank books now.
You're not looking hard enough.
Which means if I go over to the workbench, I can now make some of those skill books, if I look. Or at least I'm supposed to be able to. Oh, I need glue for it, don't I? Yeah, let me just grab some Wonder Glue real quick. There we go. I've got loads of that too, just from like this, because the sink gives you so much stuff that it's absolutely ridiculous, to be totally honest, how many of those you can make. Yeah, so skill books, we've got a lot of options here. We've got unarmed, survival, speech, science, melee weapons, medicine, explosives, and barter. I'm just going to take a look at my skills real quick. I should have written those down, but barter's going to be bad for us, I'm guessing. Melee weapons will get that to up to 100, I think. Survival, 61, unarmed, 85. Unarmed would be a good one. Yeah, unarmed would actually be a very good one. So make an unarmed one. I must be able to... Miscellaneous, there we go. Unarmed, very good choice. Use that one right away. And I'm actually going to make the speech one. I'm not going to use it right away necessarily. Where is it? There we go. Just because that could be very useful once we're at the right place. I want to save that till our speech cannot be increased anymore through skill points, and then use that one. Which means I can put the rest of the blank books and things in here, and same with the Wonder Glue. I can also put the congressional style, line congressional style into the safe here, and we can use the Pugilist Illustrated immediately to bump our unarmed up to 89, which means our, let's see, let's get Pushy ready. Pushy goes from DPS 117 and damage 83 with a Pugilism Illustrated up to 120 and 84. So a modest increase, all things considered, but still pretty darn good. But yeah. So all we have to do now is head into here and talk to the think tank one last time. I'm going to sleep real quick to make sure I'm well rested. And by for the last time, I actually mean for the penultimate time. We'll be speaking to them one more time after this. Let's head right up here. Obviously, I'm still in the pacification field. And also, I never finished looting this place, so I'm just going to take a look around real quick and see if there's anything major to grab. I can lockpick my way into the rooms as well, and get a few extra little bonuses. We got a bunch of mentats in here. Room's a bit in disarray. I think this is Dr. Mobius's, if I remember correctly. Oh! What's this? The Scientist Glove upgrade. I will never use that, but I'll take it. It's kind of cool. And right over here in this room, it's unlocked. Yeah, I think the fact that it's locked means it's probably definitely Mobius's. And this is, of course, Boris, because he had the same... It's all the animal things. Both 44 ammo for the Fido, and also there's a bunch of medical trays and cages. But, oop, we got another locked one. I think this is because... Does this one have anything good in it? Or is it just happen to be locked? But yeah, I'm just going to loot these off screen real quick. There we go. Now I think all I have to do is talk to Dr. Klein again.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I've recorded all the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Do these technologies have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, what? Or you... Actually, your answer isn't filling me with confidence.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Do you even know what these technologies do?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit, I'll figure it out.
Science of 65, look, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, right? Actually, let's do the repair 75, since that's higher. The antenna, any chance it was damaged or broke the X2 array once removed.
So you're saying it's the X2 array, not the antenna I should be examining? That was most likely my plan, yes. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Science of 85, don't these items seem more biologically focused than that, though?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Alright. We're not quite done, obviously. Because I do want to talk to Boris one more time about Gabe. Let's see. That's Dr. 8. This is Boris, isn't it?
So, you put down Gabe. Thank you. A scamp, but really, his highly augmented combat programming could have proved meddlesome. In any event, thank you for putting him down. One less test subject to catalog and sort. Clearly a failure of Doggy's cybo-engineering.
Is this Gabe's bowl? Your dog is from X8, right? Your dog from X8, Gabe?
What? Why, yes, it is. I used to leave it outside his doghouse, chock full of chems, before the cybernetic modifications, of course. And no matter how chemmed the food, he would always eat it, and his tail would wag, even while you know, I'm having the most perplexing feeling squiggling through my biogel. I can't quite pin it down.
Speech 45 sounds like Gabe really loved you.
Why, yes, Gabe. No matter how awful my day had been, he was always waiting there. How odd. My gel is decoagulating. And when I would talk to him about Betsy, and how Marcus would beat on me and call me Smarty's sissy pats, he'd just sit there, head on my knee, and... If you don't mind, I'll take that bowl. Just need to remove it. Put it away, somewhere out of radar range. For some reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mountain is starting to fill up all available cognitive spaces. That, combined with my own overwhelming feeling of having done something terrible, the two were hitting me with unexpected force.
It sounds to me like you hurt someone you loved very much.
As odd as it is, I believe that is the conclusion. And I wonder why it didn't hit me before, until I saw that memory in your hands. This sensation is unpleasant. I don't care for it. I don't care for this place either. And I feel as if we've forgotten something. Still, it is no matter. Crush the feeling down. Crush it down. Push it into the loop. Yes, forgotten. Almost. Yes? I do not need to remember anymore. Not today.
And I believe that's all we can do with Dr. Boris for now.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
And with that, we should have all 4 of the 5 scientists of Big Mountain on our side that we can do right now. Obviously, Dr. Klein, he's going to always be the instigator on the final part of this quest, but the rest of them are onto our side, which is great news. But yeah, all we need to do now, that we've taken care of that, is head out into the sink. And I think, with just one last thing to do,
Hello?
it's time for a psychiatric evaluation.
You require some additional services?
I'm feeling a little unwell in the head. Can you perform a psychiatric evaluation on me?
Concerned about the state of your mind, are you? Well, such things ain't my specialty, but I'm happy to tender my opinion as to your mental health. I should make you aware that the benefits of such a procedure are exclusive. That is, this only works once. Now, are you sure this is what you want?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Alright, just try to relax. This won't hurt, unless your sense of self is especially vulnerable.
Alright. The Autodoc psychiatric evaluation will allow you to redefine the traits you selected when you created your character. You may only do this once. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes, to twist my psyche into new and exciting shapes. Alright, so what this does is it allows us to completely change the traits we started with. I totally forgot what our other starting one was. I think it was loose cannon. And we can just continue on with no traits. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to reroll 2 new traits and allow myself to ignore any rerolls of Logan's Loophole. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. D20, reroll 19 or 20. Except I can't find my D20. So I'm going to have to use my D100. 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got loose cannon again. And 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Interesting. So we're going to take a pretty big hit to our weapon skills, actually, in taking good-natured. But our barter medicine... Okay. That's actually really bad for us. That's a debuff in a lot of ways. But oh well. Good-natured it is. Okay. Now, our max level is no longer level 50, which is huge. Our barter's up to 96, which is a debuff. Our energy weapons, explosives, guns, melee weapons, unarmed skills all went down. But our speech is up to 89, which is very nice. Our survival is... Our survival I don't think was affected. Our science is still 100. Repair's up to 89. Medicine 68. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't affect things like sneak or lockpick, which would have been very helpful. But oh well. What skills does it actually increase? Good-natured. Barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech. Yeah, so not, like, hugely useful ones, but we'll take it. One last thing. Because our speech has been buffed so high anyway off of that, I may as well take that lying congressional style and use it right away. Because we're well above 80 at this point. And use that real quick. There we go. Speech increases by 4, bringing us up to a very nice, let's see, 93 speech. Amazing. But yeah, it's a bright, shiny day in Big Mountain, and it is time for us to go and take on the Forbidden Zone. I think, even though I said this should be basically the end of Big Mountain this part, it took a little longer than I expected, which means, right now, I'm going to go and do the final act of Old World Blues, which means you guys will get an extra episode for this kind of section of episodes. But yeah, so in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Remember to be nice to other people and be awesome out there, and I'll see you in the next one.